Hey, it's Ryan from upfitsupply.com, and in this video we're going to be installing a Holman Rigid Floor in our Ford Transit. Let's get started. Now, Holman does provide a full installation guide in the box. Make sure you grab yours and reference that for the ultimate source of information. Of course, we're doing our best to follow this as well. Now, this floor comes in two different variations or two options. You can get it with floor tracks like we're going to be showing in this video, and without the tracks. Installation without the tracks can be slightly different, so make sure you reference your manual for the differences between those two installs. All right, first step is obviously some vehicle prep. If you have a floor in here, you're going to need to remove that. Sometimes if you have D-rings, over the wheel wells aren't a problem, but some of these lower ones, sometimes they get in the way when you're trying to put the floor in. So you may just want to clear any obstacles that may be in the way. We do have some foam spacers right here. This is not standard equipment with the Transit. We happen to have that left over from another install, so you're probably not going to have those. So we're going to go ahead and take the pieces of the floor out of the box and bring them into the van piece by piece. Okay, so our first piece here is basically a solid rectangle. We have two smaller tracks right here. These are actually going to be used for installing the partition, and then you're going to have some other tracks here for other equipment. We'll put this one in place. Second piece here is going to overlap our first one, and it's actually going to cut around this C-pillar right here and begin to go around your wheel wells. Now, where these two pieces come together, you're going to make sure that this extrusion goes underneath this metal plate right here. Next, at our side door and our rear doors, there are some rubber pieces that are used to protect the floor from getting in and out. Shorter piece is going to be here for the side door, and the longer piece is going to be for the back door. Then there's also a smaller piece of trim right here. Next, we're going to take our flathead screws. These have a little Allen head on them, and attach our sections together. There's going to be 4 locations per transition. Finally, we're going to use these provided brackets like this to secure the floor to the body. I've already got one slid underneath our liner over here. I'm going to repeat this process for both the passenger side and the driver side. It's going to be on this location back here. Just use these provided 3/8 inch screws to attach the bracket to the floor. Now, one of the things I love about this floor with the tracks in it is, number one, it's really designed for EVs, so like the E-Transit, because your battery and other major electrical components are right here underneath the cargo floor, and so drilling into the floor to attach your shelving, your partition, your tank racks, and things like that really isn't an option, and so they developed this floor with the tracks built in so you can attach your accessories to these tracks. And in fact, they even have these 2 locations right here that are designed to work with the Holman partition. So it's fantastic. Included in the kit, you do get a couple of these, but you can also buy an additional accessories kit. You get these little T-nuts or nuts that slide into these locations right here. Then you'll get a bolt like this. This is obviously going to go through like a leg in a shelf or something like that. And then it attaches to this nut right here in the floor. Tighten it down, and that's your connection to the floor. Obviously, you still need to do your wall connections and all of that as well. The other thing is, if maybe there's a location you want to attach something, but there isn't a track there, they also include these little nut certs, if you will, where you just drill like a 5/16 inch hole through the composite material. You can shove this through the back, and it gives you a location to thread into the floor as well. So you're not limited just to these track locations. You can also use these little nut certs as well to attach your accessories to the floor. Now, when you buy this on upfitsupply.com, we give you the option to add door sills, and I just want to show you what those are. We're not going to install them in this video. We're going to have another video on how to install these in the van. But as you can see, like right here at the side door, there's all this white exposed flooring right here. You do have these rubber guards in the way that help protect the floor, but same thing on the back. You do still have a lot of that sheet metal exposed, so that's just going to be prone to getting chipped and scratched and all that. And what these sills do is they make a nice transition between this side step, inset step, and your floor. And so this is an aluminum product. It's got a little textured pattern on there to give you some grip and things like that. Then there's another one for the rear door that's very similar to this that's also going to attach. So if you're interested in these, be sure to check those out. Now that just about does it for the installation of this Holman floor in our Ford Transit. Now this is a 148-inch regular wheelbase. It's the mid-roof height. There is also a floor for that 130-inch wheelbase as well as the 148 extended. Obviously the pieces are going to be a little bit different size. I think in the extended you actually have an additional piece behind this that you have to attach as well. So installation is going to vary slightly from wheelbase to wheelbase. Now if you're interested in this floor or any other equipment to get your van or truck ready for work, we've got it at upfitsupply.com.